Namaste, hello and welcome. My name is Helgi. This is my partner in crime, in gentle crime of movement and all things strength and mobility, Borscht. He's going to be making some noises, going back and forth, and probably at some point we'll just proceed on the couch and pass out. I promised to make a practice in English, so that's the one. Let's see how it goes, and maybe we're going to have a little bit of English practices moving forward. Today's one is strength. We're going to be doing gentle strengthening for the whole body. So let's just dive into it and start with a quick warm-up. We're going to jump for 1 full minute. And by jump, the minute is on. By jump, I mean like shaky jump. Jump as if no one is watching. Try to breathe through your nose. Throughout the whole practice, we are breathing through our nose. Jumping. You can do a little bit of Michael Scott movement. The idea is to really shake all the muscles, all the joints. Wake them up in case you are doing it in the morning. Although some waking up is something that we need throughout the day too. 15 more seconds. Jumping. Get that heart rate up. Smiling. Jumping and smiling. People jump when they're happy. Okay, inhale, exhale through the mouth. Okay, you can pause and do a little bit of a more warm-up in case you feel you're ready for some strength. Let's dive in. We're gonna start with alignment. We're going to be aligning bottom up, starting with our feet. So our feet, somewhere like hip distance wide. We're going to lift our toes, all 10 toes up, and that will automatically lift our arches. This is what we want. Lift. And now we're gently lowering the toes on the ground. And we're going to try to wrap our feet a little bit inside and up, trying to create like this kidney bean shape with our feet. Try to press into the ground with the part of your foot right under your big toe, your little toe, and your heel. And then put the toes and squeeze them into the ground so that your arches are lifted. The backs of your legs are engaged. And this engagement goes up, way up till your pelvis. With the pelvis, we're going to be doing this like a little bit of a lifting up. Try not to squeeze your glutes so as to remove the lumbar spine curve. We're gonna leave it as is, and we're gonna try to lift it up as if your navel is lifting up your pelvis without tilting it. So we're just going up. And this line of energy from your feet through your pelvis goes through your spine, and you can even use your hands in your hair and lifts up your neck. As if someone is lifting you up through the crown. This will allow your chin to slightly drop. Chin drops. Imagine that if someone is holding you tied to the sky, to the cloud, or to the ceiling. And we're going to try to maintain this aligned position, we're always trying to lift ourselves up. And final bit, we're gonna put the shoulders where they belong. For that, we're gonna lower our head, shoulders to the front, and we're gonna lift our shoulders up, 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 and slide them down, almost allowing our shoulder blades to get into our back pockets. And 2 more times like that. Round our backs, and then lift the shoulders up, 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 and slide the shoulder blades down into the back pockets. 1 more time. Shake your head, shake your neck, release your shoulders, and then lift your shoulders up and allow your shoulder blades to slide down into your back pockets. So now we're aligned, hopefully. Imagine that someone, like imaginary force, is holding you, and you don't really need to work too much. You're just lifted all the time. You're working with gravity, not fighting against it. And we're gonna try to build strength with this proper alignment. And we're gonna start also with from bottom up. I promise you that it's gonna be a full body strength. And if we're talking about full body, we cannot exclude parts. So we're gonna start with our feet. We can lift our toes just once again to make sure that the arches are working. Lower them on the ground. And now we're gonna be doing this so-called inchworm. We're gonna shorten our foot, 1 foot at a time, and try to get the heel as close to our toes as possible. And then release the toes, and that will get our working feet a little bit in front of the other one. And the other one is gonna catch up. We're gonna shorten our foot, try to get the heel as close as our toes as possible. The whole arch is working. And then we're gonna release the toes. I'm gonna show it from multiple sides. A couple more times each side. Shortening the foot, releasing. Shortening, releasing. All your attention goes to your feet. Strong feet means proper balance, and your strength really starts with your feet. That's why we're paying close attention to what is happening with your feet and giving them some gentle love and strength. Try to not to do the pigeon toes. Try to make sure that the foot is flat on the ground, and you're working with your heel towards your toes, using the muscles in your arch. Couple more times. You might feel your feet tomorrow in a whole new way, which is a great thing. 2 more times each foot. Last time, let's do like with feeling. Really, really strengthening the arch, shortening the foot, release. And the other one, shorten, shorten, shorten. As short, make your foot as short as possible right now. And now release. Should feel nice. Now we're gonna go straight to our other extremities that really don't get too much attention, really unfairly, from the fitness industry. We're gonna be doing this like squeeze, release, as if we're shaking off water of our hands. Remember to keep your shoulders down. Shoulder blades are sitting in your back pockets. Your chin is parallel to the ground, slightly lowered, because someone is holding your head tied to the sky. Hands go parallel to the ground, and we're just working. Very innocent movement that will very quickly show you that it needs some strength on your part. Working, working, working. Shake those fingers. Grip strength is a very important predictor of longevity and health span. A little bit more. You can do it. You can do it. Couple more times. Last seconds, I promise. Last seconds and release. Release, shake, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Now our arms are gonna go straight in front of us. The fingers will be as wide as possible, and we're gonna be trying to lower our hands down as if we're moving in a jelly or in honey, not in the air, not even in water. You're moving those hands through something like honey. Squeezing down that honey and then squeezing up. And your fingers are spreading as much as possible, as far as possible from each other. Couple more times. Really good thing for grip strength. Up, moving through the honey, and shake it, shake it. Moving on to our neck. We're gonna hold one wrist with our arm. We're gonna put this whole thing on our forehead, and we're gonna be pushing our forehead into our hands, and our hands are gonna be resisting a couple of times, strengthening the whole neck situation now. Let's go. Release. You can add your breath. Inhale, hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Short hold. Exhale. Try not to jerk up your shoulders. Shoulders are sitting down. Couple more for the neck. Hold it. Release. Two more. Press those wrists into your forehead and vice versa. Release one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And a little bit of a release. Now you can feel your feet, you can feel your wrists and your hands, and hopefully your neck started talking to you. Let's go to the big stuff. We're gonna move on to our legs. Standing on one leg. Let's start with standing on left leg. We're gonna lift our right as high as possible and squeeze that knee into our belly. Now let's release, and a couple of options. You can stay here, or you can try and straighten your leg. If you're here, that's okay. You can try and work your way up gradually. The idea is to have this balanced, calm, strength building. You know, balance is not, so yeah, we lifted our leg and we're holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now gently, as if you really, really do not want to do it, we're gonna go into a shrimp squat and try to touch the ground with our right knee. Please do not hit the knee on the ground. And gently go up. And we're going to repeat it 3 times. So the leg goes in front of us, hold it, and it goes behind into the shrimp squat. You can get your palms to touch. Just one more time, just 3 times, not too much. Lower it down. And now we're gonna lower the right knee and meet it with the left knee. And we're gonna be kneeling position. If your knees are sensitive, you can put something under your knees like a blanket or a cover or even a pillow. We're gonna be lowering and lifting with everything from the tip of your crown to your knees, a straight line, just 3 times. We're gonna go down as far as possible and up. You can put your toes on the ground, you can put them flexed, your choice. 2 more. Going down, 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 down. Slowly, as if you're moving in that honey, up. These parts should be working. 1 more time. Down, 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 down. And up, 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 up. Now we're gonna put our left leg in front of us and gracefully stand up on both feet. And we're gonna repeat the same procedure on our right. So now we're gonna standing on our right leg. We're gonna squeeze our knee into our chest. Now we're gonna release the left leg and let it hang either bent, or if you feel like you have the courage and the strength and you wanna build more strength, straighten the left leg and hold it for 5, 4, shaking is okay, 3, 2, 1, gently, unwillingly bend the knee, and we're gonna go into our shrimp squat on the right. Touch the ground gently. If you are not touching the ground, you can touch your back, the back of your right leg. Left heel goes in front of us, and then second time, shrimp squat behind. Third and final, leg goes in front and behind. Gently and gracefully lower onto your knees. And 3 more of these. You can put your hands in front of you and imagine as if someone is holding you, so you're not gonna fall. So we're going down, 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 and up. Breathing through your nose. Down, and up. And going down. Final one with feeling, and up. Put your hands on the floor. Put your toes on the floor, and let's rest a little bit in our downward facing dog. Breathing through the nose. A little bit of a rest here. Try to release your belly. Let it breathe. From here, very slowly, very gracefully, we're gonna lower our elbows
on the ground. You can lift your heels. You can bend your knees to get into a dolphin pose. And get up back to downward facing dog. Let's do 7. 7 is a good number, right? Let's go. 1, up. 2, up. 3, up. 4, down. And up. 5, down. And up. 6, and up. And final, 7th, down and up. And then we're going to lower our elbows to the ground. We're going to be standing in our dolphin, a little bit of a rest, as if dolphin is ever a rest. And we're going to try to kiss our mat in between our thumbs. Dolphin push-ups. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's hold it here and lower down, lower your knees down, lower your pelvis on your heels, and let's catch our breath. Rest in a child's pose. Let everything go. As soon as your body touches the ground, please do not ruminate on what was that, how hard was that, or how not hard was that. Do not try to imagine what is coming. Just let it be. Now let's find ourselves in the cat pose. We're going to put our wrists on the floor, our knees on the floor. You can also put your toes, curl your toes. We're going to be doing a cat that has its tail up in the air. We're going to start with our left leg. So to make sure that you are pressing into the ground with your fingers and your weight is more towards the thumb, because here you don't have the joint. Here's the cartilage. If you're damaging it, it's going to take a while to heal. So make sure that your fingers are working and helping your wrist to deal with the weight of your shoulder girdle. Now we're going to lift our left leg as high as possible. We're going to try not to touch and not to engage our back, especially the lower back. Like, we're not doing this. We're lifting this whole construction with our left glutes. If you want to spice it up a notch, you can lift up your right knee above the floor, just a little bit, un poquito, and hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly lower your knee on the ground, and we're gonna do the same thing for the right leg, or rather our right glute. Lift your leg as high as possible, engaging your glute. You can stay here, or you can spice it up a bit by lifting your left knee up and holding for 2, for 3, for 1. That was a weird count. Excuse me. Lower your knee and rest in the child's pose. Make sure not to sit on the puppy. Slowly getting up, and let's find ourselves in the boat. Boat, I would say, is absolutely indispensable for building strength pretty much everywhere in the body. So we're going to try to sit on our sits bones, those bones that are protruding. We're going to take out all the sweet and soft parts of our pelvis out. We're going to lift our heels and catch our ankles. Try to stay on those sits bones. And here again, remember how we put our shoulder blades in our back pockets. Do that right now. Slide them down. Don't let the shoulders get to your ears. There always should be some space between your ears and your shoulders. We're holding our ankles, and we can either stay here, or we can straighten our knees as much as possible and let the strength building begin. We're going to release our legs, and we're going to make sure that the muscles of our core are breathing us and holding us. And release. You can put your hands on the floor, parallel to the ground, or up in the air, your choice. I'm gonna hold it in the air. You can shake, which is fine, but please hold yourself. Holding and breathing for 5, for 4, 2, I'm shaking with you. I promise you I'm shaking. And I cannot drop that because I'm going to squeeze the puppy. Okay, gently. Grab your ankles and lower your legs. We're going to go into wide straddle. Put your legs as wide as you comfortably and safely can today. Get the soft parts out so that your sits bones are on the floor. And try to lower your belly to the ground. If it means that you're gonna stay here, I cannot go lower today. So I'm gonna stay here. You can also help yourself by lifting your pelvis, by setting it on the pillow or on a couple of blocks. If your pelvis is higher than your knees, it's easier to have that neutral spine alignment, which allows you not to create this hump. We want to be straight. Remember, someone is holding you tied to the sky. And we're just breathing here. Release your belly. Let it go. Let it breathe. Make sure that every exhale, you squeeze your abdominal muscles to make sure all the oxygen gets out, and the fresh one has the opportunity to get in. Now we're gonna put our hands in front of us, and we're gonna be trying to lift our legs one at a time. If you cannot lift your leg, it's okay. Just make sure to try. Believe me, there's no reward for those who can. The process, the path is the reward.
So let's try to lift our leg, right leg, and lower it. Now left, lower, right up, lower. The whole leg is working, especially this upper part of our thighs. Left, up, and lower. One more on each side. Up and down, up and down. And let's shake our legs and release them. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I hope you're feeling more strong. With every asana that we're performing here, strength is growing. And that's a good thing. You should be proud of yourself. Be grateful to your body for what it can do. Now we're going to be putting our feet together, knees apart, and we're going to go down. From this position, we're going to go into a bridge. We're going to be pushing the external part of our feet into the floor. Our knees are going to be trying to get as low as possible, and our pelvis is going to be trying to get as high as possible. Now let's lift our pelvis up. Sorry, Borshi. And hold it. In this position, we're going to try to find Mula Bandha. It's the spot if you are someone who were born with ovaries. It's the back wall of your cervix. If you're someone who was born with testicles, it's that spot right between your anus and your scrotum. We're going to try to squeeze it with inhale and release it with exhale. If you cannot squeeze those muscles, if you cannot isolate it as of now, do not be distressed. Just try to focus your attention on that spot. We're going to try 3 times. Squeeze, Mula Bandha, hold it, release. Pelvis is as high as possible. Second time, squeeze and release. And one more time, squeeze and hold. One more time with feeling, release. Now, inhale, get your pelvis a bit higher, and with an exhale, lower it down gently, as if you don't really want it. And let's hug our knees, squeeze them to our belly, and let them rest. You can close your eyes. And just enjoy the breath. You don't need to do anything. Your body knows how to breathe. Just let it do the job. You are not really needed there. You can be a grateful witness. Now we're gonna roll up onto our pelvis and get ourselves onto our bellies. One final touch before we rest. We're gonna do the opposite thing that we did with the boat, which is the bow. We're gonna be lifting our upper body and reaching with our hands, and we're gonna be lifting our knees and reaching with our feet towards our hands, and as if we want to touch our ankles, but we're not gonna touch our ankles. We're just gonna pretend we want to touch, and we're gonna hold this whole thing. Hold it, and breathe. Hold and breathe for 3, for 2, for 1, and exhale. Lower this whole thing down. Let your body relax. Catch a breath. When we're going to be getting up, back into the position of the bow, but without grabbing our ankles, make sure you're not holding your breath. We're going to be lying on our belly and breathing with our belly. 2 more times. Reach out towards your ankles. Reach your ankles towards your hands, but do not grab them, and hold this whole construction. And breathe. Make sure your shoulder blades are in your back pockets, because it's easier actually, because your back pockets are going up to your shoulder blades. Connect them. Please do not bite your lips. And release. One more time ahead. Gather all the courage that you have, all the good intention to be strong. And final time, lift yourself up. And as if you're flying, you're not struggling here actually, you're just flying. As if your belly is lying on the cloud and you're enjoying the view, enjoying the sunset or the sunrise as you wish. Lift your knees higher, higher, higher. Your glutes are helping you do that. Yes, glutes are helping you. And go down. From here, let's get ourselves into the child's pose and rest. Breathe and rest. Now, gently position yourself on the ground, lying down on your back. You can allow your eyes to close. And simply listen to your breath. Again, you don't need to do anything here. Just breathe. This is where we're gonna leave you. You're gonna, if you want, you can stay in shavasana longer. If this is all the time you have, you can slowly, very lazily roll onto your one side. Do not rush back into life. Building strength requires proper rest and recovery. So make sure you're nurturing your body today, drinking enough water, eating good food, and thinking good thoughts. Thanks for practicing with us. Sorry for a little bit of barking. Take care. Namaste.